You gotta buy it now.
Like, you got half the cats out there thinking Link is Zelda.
You couldn't have launched with ARMS.
We don't just play Nintendo.
First, let's say this. Nintendo's got two of the biggest games of 2017, I think.
Yeah, you've seen how we feel about Zelda. It's awesome.
I personally, when Zelda came out at launch, not even Mario Odyssey is gonna beat this. No way Mario Odyssey could be better than this. Between March 3rd and today, October 12th, the things that have transpired with Mario Odyssey, this Mario Odyssey look like it's gonna ramp up. Like,
I did not feel that way.
yeah, no, he on the
as a Zelda fanboy,
yeah.
even.
Yeah.
Like, Zelda is my favorite Nintendo title. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's always been that way. I got love for every original Nintendo title, but like Zelda's where it's at for me. But that being said, like I did think that Odyssey was gonna basically take Game of the Year and have a bigger fan base.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, see that's the part I messed up. I didn't understand. I thought Zelda fan base. I don't know why I thought this because now I think it's stupid to think that. But I thought Zelda fan base was just as big as a Mario fan base. Or like they were one and the same, I should say. I thought they were one and the same.
To me,
you like Zelda, you like Mario, you like Mario, like Zelda.
I feel like it should be like that, but it's not.
Yeah, I think there are people that have played just Mario and won't play anything else. They won't even play Mario Go-Kart. They won't play ARMS. They won't play Animal Crossing that has a good fan base. You know, Splatoon started with a good fan base. So I think there's people that are just strictly Mario people, and that's it. Because when I was like, I've been reading the forums, like people were like, I've been waiting to buy the Switch just for this game.
And I think the Switch is gonna sell out. I'm expecting 3 more sellouts.
Like that dude was probably lucky to get one today. Like I said, you gotta get your Switch right now. If you ain't got a Switch, you got about a week to get a Switch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pretty much,
like, because the week following Mario Odyssey, people are gonna really be getting it.
Yeah, because if you're just waiting for Mario to drop to get the Switch, you might be making a mistake. The Switch has been selling great.
You gotta get it right now. How that guy just got it.
Yep.
You gotta get it right now, or you're gonna be one of those people. Like that guy we just saw, right? He's at Best Buy on a Sunday at 2 o'clock buying a Switch. In 2 weeks, if he tried to do that, he'd be running from store to store.
Yep.
At opening time, be somewhere at 10 o'clock in the morning, be all up on Twitter trying to see who on the in-stock website. Yep. That's him in 2 weeks if he don't get that today.
Now in 2 weeks, the dude's gonna be sitting down on the couch chilling on Sunday, you know what I mean?
Now,
maybe
other
playing
parents,
Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Because he did the shit early.
You can't get it on the day of Mario Odyssey. You can't, I'll just get it when I go get Mario Odyssey.
Now there's a larger base of people that have the console.
Yeah.
So you might have to pre-order Odyssey. You might not get Odyssey. But anyway, back to what we're talking about, man.
The topic of the conversation.
Yeah.
Mario versus Zelda.
What we're talking about right now is Game of the Year.
Mario versus Zelda. We'll do sales, right? Which one was worthy of Game of the Year?
And which one's gonna have the bigger fan base.
And then if whatever will make us, real talk, man. We want to do.
We'll figure out some stuff.
We got 3 categories. It'll be categories in between.
But that's the 3 we're gonna touch on for sure.
We'll do Game of the Year last.
All right,
since that's like the grand topic. Fan base and pop culture wise.
I think Odyssey, again, as a Zelda fanboy, I know there's not too many of us. There's a much bigger fan base for Mario.
Yeah, and that's the part I underestimated. Everybody wanted to play Zelda so bad. Like it felt like when the Switch was supposed to come out on the Wii U, we want to play Breath of the Wild. We want to play it, so it made me feel like more people were looking for Breath of the Wild, especially more than Mario at launch. Yeah. Especially because you were getting Mario titles throughout the Wii U life. Yep. So people were, I guess, were satisfied. So I felt.
Not to mention the 3DS.
Yeah, and then the 3DS. So I felt more people were wanting, and they were rightfully so. But that want and that pressure, them putting the game out, made me feel like the fan base was bigger for Zelda, and that's why I thought that it dwarfed Mario's. But Mario still had that big fan base.
And the thing is, I think a lot of people confuse the hype for Zelda with hype for the Switch. It was the title launch. People wanted to play the Switch, and it's like, okay, the Switch is out. What are we gonna play on it right now? Zelda.
Yeah.
Because that's what you had available to you.
And that's why
I think that's actually smart on Nintendo's part, because they probably got a whole lot more Zelda fans that they didn't have before.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have a choice but to play Zelda for a minute.
With that said, being the bigger, all right, now I clearly say Mario, is the bigger pop figure and the bigger attraction. But damn, what was I about to say?
Like on a pop culture tip.
Okay, so with that said, because I think if you take Mario Odyssey and put it with the launch, and then put Zelda to launch October 7th, maybe then Zelda may not be as big
Correct.
as launching with Mario on March 3rd.
Yeah.
And then, so I think it's smart to push Mario back to how they did it, and then launch with Zelda.
Yeah.
Which is a familiar face. You got Mario, and then you got Zelda when it comes to Nintendo. It's not like they launched with the unfamiliar face.
Yeah, exactly.
So they was like, well, if you're gonna launch with anybody besides Mario, you gotta launch with Zelda. I think that's safe to say. Looking at pop culture, let's look right now. We'll go to Nintendo. The second biggest, most viewed video for Nintendo is Mario. The third, Mario.
Yeah.
Mario's definitely the bigger figure.
Zelda had 12 million views.
Yeah.
Odyssey had 27.
The distance between the two games. They didn't say Zelda comes out March 3rd and then Mario comes out April 3rd.
Yeah.
That would have been a mistake.
Yeah.
Because they would have been on top of each other. I think they created the most distance, but being close to so they could still get in the holidays and then sell.
They laid it out perfect.
Yeah, like,
because look, there's
they
a
put
holiday
it right
sales.
before the holiday season.
Yeah, which counts as their own thing. Because
Yeah.
first of all, it's going to propel the holiday sales.
Yeah.
And then second, it's going to have enough on its own.
So yeah, pop culture wise, that category, Mario.
Yeah,
Easily.
yeah. I mean, because man, you got to think like everybody identifies with Mario.
What about sales wise? Zelda sold a ton.
Yeah,
a
now
megaton.
that you have to take into account certain variables. I
Okay.
would say the first month sales,
Even
of
first day
just
could
the
have
game.
Zelda
Yeah.
sold. Like, and you think Mario Odyssey could do some first day numbers?
I say we look at the first week for each game.
We can do first day, first week, and first month. First day, I think March 3rd, I would have said nothing's gonna outsell Zelda because it just came out like gangbusters.
Yeah.
Now I think Mario, like when I'm looking on YouTube and Instagram and all, like everybody's just like, oh, Mario Odyssey is crazy, like this my boy. Then another thing too, I think that helps the whole campaign of this launch is that song is a hit.
Yeah,
Like
true
I
that,
think
man.
you don't lose. I think you lose maybe 3%. You lose a good amount or something to show a difference if that song is something whack or something silly. But I think that when people watch that video and then the song is like perfect, like it's been orchestrated, it just goes with Mario Odyssey.
That's
It's
why they
written
used it in that
to
little
it.
live action commercial. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think with that, I forgot why I even went on this tangent now. But with that, I just think that even
It's gonna help
increases the sales.
because it's like it's almost viral marketing.
Yeah,
you know what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying? Because it catchy sells.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Plus, like people that haven't even heard the song yet,
yeah.
they gonna hear it eventually. You said it's going to iTunes anyway.
Yeah, or like that's what like people are covering the song that might not even think about Nintendo. So
Yeah.
it's reaching other people. For first day, I can see Mario overshadowing the Zelda.
For Odyssey, people are gonna be buying consoles that day, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But they're not gonna be buying as many consoles as they were buying
Yeah, that's true.
the day that
So that
Zelda
might
dropped
help,
because
yeah.
it was Switchmas.
You've had March 3rd to save up $60.
Yeah,
You could have saved
for
a
sure.
dollar a day and you'd be there by now. People that want Odyssey gonna get Odyssey. The only thing that can mess this up is Nintendo doing what they doing when they get in their own way. Maybe they did something silly like only made 2 million copies.
Yes, that's you're right.
Know what I'm saying?
Like,
that's the only thing.
Yeah, they just they're like
That's the only thing that can mess up. Not a
Yeah.
bad review. No outside factor can mess this up. That's the only thing I can see messing up this launch.
yeah,
is
but
Nintendo
hopefully
just doing
they
something silly
hopefully
or
they
stupid,
which
which they've done. You know.
yeah, I wouldn't put it past if
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just didn't get enough copies out
Yeah,
there.
I think you at least have to make one copy per Switch you've already sold.
Oh yeah.
That if something happens when we find out they didn't even make enough copies.
No, man.
Duh.
Especially since
would-
Zelda outsold the console
I'm
on the
just
first
saying,
day.
they better have at least. And you had all this time to
Go
press them
on
up.
that alone. On that alone. Nah, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Nintendo, please don't do that.
But yeah.
Please don't let me find out. There's only like
2 million.
yeah.
Oh boy.
And half of them in Europe. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Don't talk. That's just. I'm like, yeah, that's 2 million in America.
But bottom line, I think they're gonna definitely outsell Zelda.
The first day, first week, and first month, I'll say all three.
I'm gonna say they outsell them in all three categories. 2 Nintendo titles being considered for Game of the Year: Odyssey and Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I think now there are gonna be people out there
Oh, of course.
that are gonna be like, neither of these games need to be in the Game of the Year talk. I'm not gonna call them haters, all right? But come on, let's be realistic, man.
Uninformed.
Okay, all right. I'll even be like, let me get out of my fanboy zone. Mario Odyssey hasn't came out yet. Don't act like Breath of the Wild ain't on the ballot.
Please don't say.
It's on the ballot.
But let me put it this way: aside from Odyssey,
Yeah.
Zelda's already got Game of the Year, bro.
That's what I'm saying. To me, in my opinion, the only game that can take it is Mario Odyssey.
I put in about 30 hours into Destiny 2 this week. It doesn't even compete.
Yeah, because you're talking about story.
Yeah, first of all, yeah, Destiny 2 is a serious case of same old
Yeah.
shit. It's Destiny 1.
Yeah, that's why a lot of these games can't get it to me. Like, even if you just look at Nintendo titles, Splatoon can't get it. It's the same. Mario Kart's the same. Mario Rabbids is different. You know what I'm saying?
Rabbids is different. Rabbids is fun
Rabbids
as hell.
should win something.
Rabbids, if you look, if
It won't
y'all
win
haven't-
Game of the Year, but it
Yeah.
should win something. If Zelda loses to a game that's some same old, nah.
It won't.
Because
It
Zelda's
can't.
not same old.
It's not.
The
They can't
mechanics,
say, like,
everything is new. You can do everything in there. And here's another great thing about the game. Your first quest is your last quest. Beat
Yeah.
Ganon. You can literally go right to Ganon.
Yeah, yeah.
What game has ever been like that? I like that.
The game is just so far from any other Zelda too. Like, yeah, some of the aspects are the same, but like, yeah, is there a Master Sword? Yeah. Is there Ganon? Yeah. Is there like a Gang of Worlds with a volcano and a water temple? Yeah, there's all that shit. But it's not like any of the other Zelda games.
So you know how you just said like how Zelda was like refreshing and all that stuff? I think that's going to be the main thing that Mario Odyssey is going to have to compete against.
See, I
If
don't.
it's not as if it's not as to me, if it's not as refreshing, and it might not be because it'll be similar to Mario Sunshine and Mario 64. And so if we're familiar, if it feels familiar to us in that, I think Zelda has to win the category. And now I'm not saying that won't be good or satisfying. To me, it has to go to Zelda for being innovative and a new path versus Mario, which is maybe not be like, it might be the same old, but not something we've been shoveled because we've only gotten it like 3 times with
Yeah.
64, Sunshine, and then Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you, but the way I'm seeing it is like Mario 64 is to Ocarina of Time as Odyssey is to Breath of the Wild. Both of those games were groundbreaking. Both of these games.
And I would have to play Odyssey too, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
I got it, like,
I'm
'cause-
making a bunch of assumptions.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just assuming
'cause look-
Odyssey's gonna be the truth.
As of right now,
Yeah.
I still think Zelda's game of the year. But I just remember when I talked to you a couple days ago. I see now Mario Odyssey taking game of the year. I can see it.
Oh yeah, I can see it being a fight.
When I was looking at Mario Odyssey, I was like, yeah, okay, the mechanics look on point. Like, dang, like when he's jumping and rolling. It's gonna be about exploration in Mario Odyssey.
Yes.
And I think it's going to be open just like it was in Breath of the Wild.
And it's the same thing was about Breath of the Wild. Like, it was also about exploration. Yeah, you can go straight to Ganon, but unless you're a speedrunner, why?
Nintendo's going to drop 2 big hits in 1 year. Right now, I still give Game of the Year to Zelda, but
I'm
in
giving it
2
to
weeks,
Zelda.
when I play Odyssey, like I can see myself, I won't be a surprise or upset. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I can give you a better answer after I play Odyssey.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I'm still predicting that Zelda has Game of the Year.